one thing I noticed about the radio jingle we played earlier. This was the very first radio jingle to ever air.
Not the first radio commercial,
right?
But the first singing commercial.
1926, 99 years ago. It was for Wheaties cereal. We had a colleague who used to work with us. You're familiar with his work. His name is Dave Aiken. And he used to say that no commercials should start with a question. Because if you ask a question, if the answer is no, it's like, forget it.
Because
I'm out.
The listener answers the question in the listener's mind and goes, no.
Right.
Hey, are you hungry?
No.
Click. Next station.
Do you have back pain? No.
No.
Click. Are you a golfer trying to hit the ball farther? No. Click.
That's right. Having trouble in the bedroom?
No. How dare you ask? How dare you even ask the question?
Do you know the heartbreak of psoriasis?
No. Click.
Speaking of golf commercials, my favorite new one is...
Sir Nick.
Yeah.
Is what?
It's not your game, it's your shoes.
What is? I haven't seen this.
Nick Faldo.
No, I haven't seen a Faldo.
He goes, hey, it's Sir Nick here. You want to hit the ball farther? Don't use clubs. Don't use balls. It's your shoes.
He's giving you facts that nobody needs. He's
is
like,
he selling Skechers or golf shoes?
Some golf shoes.
Yeah, but he's like 3 years ago. We used to drive the ball 1.5 yards farther than we do now. And you know why? Your shoes.
He's saying.
The secret is the shoe?
Yes.
The golf shoe.
According to him, it is.
That's what he says. He's like, why, with all this new golf technology, are we hitting the ball shorter? It's your shoes. You never even looked into it.
But he never even thought about it.
He starts by saying, Sir Nick here.
Will we see that a lot during the Open this weekend?
We might.
I hope
you
so.
might see.
Might.
Yeah,
I don't think I've seen it.
I don't. It's not a TV commercial.
No.
I've heard it on the
I've seen
radio.
it online and heard it on the radio.
Oh.
Hey, it's Sir Nick here. I want to increase your driving distance. It's your shoes.
At least once. I hear it once a morning as I drive in, and I laugh every time.
Yep.
God, guys, it's your shoes.
Yeah, how can it possibly
Do we know if Sir Nick has partnered with a big company, or is this a kind of a newish
Smaller?
thing?
Yeah, it seems like a smaller
So
company.
it's not Nike or
No,
FootJoy.
No.
But Dave Aiken used to say, don't start a commercial with a question. And you know, my mentor, my professor from Appalachian State University, Dr. Carl Tyree, said you never, ever start a news story with a question.
You tried it.
And what did he mark off? 50 points. Lost. And it's a greatest story I ever wrote. I won't get into the details. It was about stealing meat. Anyway, greatest story I ever wrote. I noticed that...
Sadly, that's true.
Yeah.
Today we've talked about the greatest story. Toothpicks.
Your best business idea ever. And best story you ever wrote.
That's right. It was about stealing meat from the grocery store. And I wrote it with a question. The question was, where's the beef? It's in Reginald's pants. That's where it is. And I wrote on there in pencil, I know I'm breaking your cardinal rule not to open a news story with a question, but it deserves
in my heart, I know this is funny.
I know this is right. I know this is funny in my bones. And he said, yeah,
50 off.
Clever, minus 50.
See me after.
I noticed the jingle from 99 years ago opens with a question.
Have you tried Wheaties?
No, click.
I eat cornflakes. Shredded wheat for me.
Have not, will not. Thank you.
Do you think they get away with it because they're singing it at you?
Maybe. That's a rare question asked.
Yeah, well, it'd be interesting to know if other jingles commercials at the time sounded like that. Having trouble getting stains out of your underpants?
No, click.
But you didn't have an option back then.
No. Well,
there was maybe, two stations, maybe three.
Having trouble getting stains out of your underpants? No.
Have you tried Wheaties? They're whole wheat with all of the bran. Won't you try Wheaties? For wheat is the best food of man. They're crispy and crunchy the whole year through. The kiddies never tire of them, and neither will you. So just buy
it's kind of an interesting little thing. When I was listening to, looking at some of the coverage of Brian Wilson's passing yesterday, he was a gigantic fan of a group called the Four Freshmen. So was my mom. Mom was
really,
yeah, and if you listen to some of the early Beach Boys records and harmonies, there's one they did called "Their Hearts Were Full of Spring," and Brian Wilson adored the Four Freshmen. They sang like that, four-part harmony. It wasn't barbershop.
Yeah,
this is more barbershoppy.
Yeah.
So the Four Freshmen had more of a jazz influence, and Brian Wilson worshiped those guys, and the harmony layering.
Look what he did.
I mean, you can. There's a through line from barbershop to the big band vocalist to the Four Freshmen to the Beach Boys.
I love all that. I love those harmonies. I love that.
There's nothing like the human voice.
I think that's great. That's right. That you can't duplicate that with AI. Well, maybe you can.
Don't challenge AI.
Yeah, don't say that.
Yeah, you're right. Anyway, I thought it was interesting that they broke the cardinal rule of not asking a question. I'm the face of weight loss. Will I use a jingle in my next weight loss commercial? Who knows?
Have you tried butter?
Oh, yes, I have. Yeah.
I saw an older picture of you yesterday.
Yeah.
I sent it out, and
that was something.
Man, you've come a long way.
That was something.
Yeah, that really kind of buzzed through the building like a wildfire.
Yeah.
You can post that if you'd like. I isolated it so that I can always look at it and see myself. That was a heavy point for me, for sure. And that was not a good angle for me either.
No,
somebody took it a very odd angle.
It was a candid shot. It was
just at a backyard barbecue.
Correct. Yeah. That's about 12 or 13 years ago, and I was standing and talking with a mentor, and it does me no favors. I'll tell you that. You can post that photo. I don't mind it.
Well, I was going to ask what your favorite Beach Boys song is, but I mean, if you'd rather take it today and make it about you.
Well, no, I think that's gotcha journalism. I think that's a gotcha piece right there. You were going to go.
I had that waiting. I've been watching a lot of documentaries lately, and I'm learning some things on how to switch them.
Yeah, you set me up.
Yeah.
You want me to post that?
Bitch set me up.
Yeah, bitch set me up. Look at that. That bitch set this fat hog up like you would not believe.
Do you still own that shirt?
Oh, yeah.
I bet you do.
Of course.
See, that's the thing. You still wear those clothes.
I still wear the clothing. Yeah. That is a heavy photo. That is a heavy me.
That's a heavy you.
No question about it. All right.